Hey, what's up guys? The rank 7 player in the world just exploded at the top of Clash Royale with a dangerous strategy that's well worth the risk. The Evolved Bomber is one of the best cards in the game, with the worst attribute of easily activating the opponent's King Tower, which hands you an instant loss if you're running Graveyard, which is exactly what we're going to be playing today. But honestly, you don't have to worry as long as you use a singular brain cell. Don't cycle solo Evolved Bombers by themselves, because the opponent's just going to activate King Tower. For instance, when you go Knight Graveyard or Baby Dragon Graveyard, your opponent will try to stop your Graveyard tank from crossing the river. And when they do that, you can cross finding a lineup for your Evolved Bomber off your checklist. They'll splash onto their defensive unit, hitting the tower, and when you tornado their units closer to the tower, nothing can reach the Evolved Bomber. If you only have one evolution, use Evolved Knight. You can swap Evolved Bomber for the Ice Wizard. It's time to happily splash away with the Evolved Bomber Boy and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And a whole lot of love to everyone supporting the channel with career code SirTag. All right, wait, this guy is actually one of the best players in the world. He used to play a P.E.K.K.A balloon deck with Graveyard. And I'm surprised, I'm surprised he's still playing and he's grinding ladder. I wonder if he's going to be running the Evolved Bomber. He might have just come back for that. I've not seen him on ladder in a while. So yeah, he used to be like top 20 in the world consistently at all points in time. It's kind of funny to see him be still playing his main deck out here. I'm going to go in for our Tombstone, and you guys can use this deck with Cannoneer and without. The first game of the day, I guess we're using the Cannoneer. That is what the player was using. Okay, we're going to go Poison, and we're going to go in for a Knight. The good thing about this right now is the fact that Dark Prince isn't able to splash onto our tower. The bad thing is Graveyard does really well into Cannoneer, so going to be a bit of a deficit from that perspective, but it will definitely be beneficial for me the later the game gets when we can just go and counter his balloon a little bit more traditionally, not spending as much elixir. If you guys are unaware, the Cannoneer almost full counters the balloon. If you go for the Tombstone, it will fully shut it down, and we're only going to take death damage. So the balloon is able to get one shot on the tower if you just let it go with the Cannoneer. That's the huge benefit of running the Cannoneer. It crushes beatdown decks and pops balloons instantaneously. Pretty bad against bait cards, as you guys are about to see with the Graveyard. So generally, we want to be going in for our Baby Dragons and Graveyards against this guy if we can. I think it's not a bad strategy, but if he's going to give me that P.E.K.K.A, who am I to say no, bro? Like, I got to do this to you. I got to do you dirty, my dude. If he doesn't make a prediction here, he is absolutely finessed. But yeah, he's going to go in for a Tornado on our Baby Dragon. He still takes a tremendous amount of damage. That's just the name of the game. You don't even need the direct damage with the Graveyard if you can directly bounce onto the tower with the Evolved Bomber like that. So I don't think I have to do much here. I do want a Tornado so we don't lose the game to the P.E.K.K.A. But at the same time, I think he's going to balloon me. He feels a little bit good about this right now because we don't have our NATO in cycle. So you guys already know he's going to try. Wait, no, he's going to Graveyard? I mean, Graveyard and Balloon. That works. The Graveyard's tanking for the Balloon. That's really annoying. Okay, how about we don't do this right now? We can talk about how you're playing this, my guy. Oh, wait, the Evolved Bomber's not going to splash onto my tower. Let's go. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it hits the Bomber and locks onto the King Tower. Let's go. The Cannoneer was so bad that it was good. You know, if our Cannoneer didn't suck at countering the Bomber and like took forever to shoot, we would have been screwed, actually. So that's hilarious. I'm going to go for a Poison, and then I'm going to use our Bomber. The good thing about this is having the King Tower activated means that I'm just able to defend minimalistically. I barely have to spend any elixir anymore. Yo, we basically have our Princess Tower plus the Cannoneer now, since we've activated the Princess Tower, aka the King Tower. It's pretty OP. We're going to go in for our Poison here, and then the Bomber's going to splash on. No way. Wait. If I just NATO, do you lose? He's going to arrows. He's flabbergasted by the fact that he's doing nothing right now. Oh my gosh. If I go for a Baby Dragon Graveyard, you just don't defend this. There's no shot in heck. You have to go in for a full offense mode, man. And I can eat that like a snack and not even care about the Dark Prince because it's going to die in like one more shot. Meanwhile, we're going to be able to finish off this balloon with no damage taken. I'm not even going to have to go for a Poison on that. I can Poison on your tower and finish off the game. So yeah, we just destroyed one of the best players in Clash Royale history, and that was light work. If you guys don't know who it is, we'll take a quick look at his name. Recently, he hasn't played as much as he used to, but he still secured a top 500 finish at over 3,000 medals. Now let's swap the Cannoneer for Princess Tower for a bit more consistency. After winning the first match, we spawned in at top 1,900 in the world. Hey, we got another one against Mr. Val. It is time for us to be Valorant and victorious, and you know, everything else that begins with Val. I'm believing. All right, so I'm going to tombstone here because I don't want to go for tornado. I'd rather be able to have our skeletons gleefully go and spam across the map and give our opponent a little bit of foreshadowing for what's to come. We have skeletons in every single nook and cranny of this arena. And I think I'm in a decent spot here. I can go for a Little Prince on his Little Prince, go and pull back his Guardian, and I don't think I'm taking any damage from the Little Prince on my tower. So that is beautiful for us. I did have to sacrifice a Little Prince, but also, if you guys are unaware, activating King Tower against Bandit is really easy to do. However, it's not necessarily easy to stop it from getting that second shot. You have to have that pinpoint accuracy with the timing that we had. Tombstone is going to be able to clean up the rest of the wall breakers, and the skeletons don't go back. But yeah, if you don't tornado early, the bandit gets the dash, and then it gets an extra slap on the tower. Just one thing to consider, if you do it at that point that we did, it only gets the dash, and it doesn't get that extra hit, which is like 400 damage, right? And you don't want to be eating that after you already eat the bandit dash, because that's a lot more damage than you're going to have to come back from. So we're currently down like 1,000 HP, but it would have been even worse is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, the guy is going to have Bandit, and he's going to have Bridge Spam with Wall Breaker, so I'm guessing it's going to be a Mega Knight deck. We'll have to wait and see. We do want to go for the Evil Bomber here, and we're going to go for a Graveyard, and we're going to expect him to try to activate King Tower. So, let's mess him up with a NATO. Oh, sir. Stupid Bomber's still alive. See, it's just broken. It's just a concept that Clash Royale looks at, and they're like, yeah, this is fine and balanced and fair. And you're like, you guys really don't care. Like, you really should have nerfed that if you had any understanding of how the game works. But maybe one day they will balance the broken cards. So we're going to use our Bomber here, and we're going to be able to pull most of the bats to the side. The good thing about this is the Little Prince attack speed is going to ramp up and shatter the rest of the bat's evolution. So we activated King Tower. We're in a decent spot. You know, we're able to minimalistically defend now since the King Tower activation is going to be aiding our endeavors. I do want to pop the ability. This is a bit risky to do, but it's fine. You know, as long as we can kill the Barbaro, I'm chilling. Ooh, yo. Calm down with the aggression, my man. If he goes in for bats, we're going to have to go in for like a tornado. Yep, we're definitely doing it. We're fine with it. We're clean with it, maybe. Oh, we're not clean with it. That Little Prince is going to destroy my Evolved Knight. Yo, stop it. Wait. If we go Tombstone, I think that no, that's not good. That sucked. That was quite possibly the worst play that I could have done, and I don't think I've done anything more dumb than that, and I don't know how many games, but I don't want to think about that. We're going to erase that from our memory. That is going to be a suppressed memory for eons to come. Jeez, dude. Oh, you know what? We could NATO everything back again and then just run it back with the Bomber. I wonder. Oh, dude, he freaked out. He didn't want to mess with it. Wait. There's no way. How is that still hitting the tower? Clash Royale, you kind of sort of maybe need to nerf this card emergency. It's not ideal. The emergency nerf needs to happen yesterday. The fact that we were able to do that is just stupid. We're allowed to be an idiot, not even know how to place our Tombstone, and yet our opponent is getting dragged down to the Tombstone themselves. They're becoming the Tombstone. Let's NATO here. Let's Poison to guarantee the damage because we are able to get more damage than our opponent. The thing about Graveyard is you can play the game really steadily and slowly and secure the bag that way. And that's how you should play if you're smart. But since I'm an aggressive Sir for absolutely no reason, that is not how we play this game. I'm going to go for a Little Prince. I'm going to click the ability. We're going to be able to bounce back the Bandit, make sure that we have huge counter push on our hands. And look at that. We got the Evolved Knight. We got the Baby Dragon. We got everything bouncing through. And there is not much my man can do. If we poison, we guarantee enough damage to win this game. And then we can go Evil Bomber to add insult to injury. Like right now, I would have damage potential of 1,500. The Evolved Bomber plus the Graveyard for direct damage is utterly unfair. And as long as you're not ridiculously stupid and give your opponent a free King Tower activation, this deck feels like a free win. You're allowed to be dumb enough to misplace a Tombstone and still not get turned into a skeleton yourself, pushing us up to 1,700 in the world. Yo, this guy's a top 1,000 player. So first things first, we're just gonna cycle our Bomber in the back because we want to speedrun the most overpowered evolution. The guy's gonna go in for a Hog Rider. I think we're fine here, cycling our Knight, our Tombstone, and then also our Bomber, please, no damage. Yeah, let's go. I was holding my breath because I didn't want to hold on to damage right there, dudes. I'm going to Graveyard in single elixir, but I would really be against doing this for 90% of you guys in single elixir. If you can't identify the deck and be like, oh, it's a Hog Rider deck. He doesn't have another way of hurting me. Well, the Hog Rider's out of cycle. We have Tornado in our hand, and I'm okay at dealing with the counter push. It's unlikely that a Hog cycle deck that spams Hog Rider at the very start of the match is going to be pairing with, let's just say, like a Royal Giant or another Wink Edition. So it's okay for us to be knowing that we're fine for a transient period of time to get to our Tornado and accumulate enough elixir to defend. But if you do that and you go and spam randomly without knowing what your opponent's deck is, and you're like, hey, I bet you this dude doesn't have a Dark Goblin, or I'm hoping he doesn't have a Mother Witch, you just lose the game in those situations every time. We're in a graveyard here because he's going to activate King Tower with this Evolved Bomber probably. No, he doesn't. He delivers. Wow. Yeah, we want to apply pressure so it would be less convenient for him to stop and cycle something in the middle. Because you cycle something in the middle, it's not going to target the graveyard skeletons, my guy. And you can't afford to do that if you're down elixir. So obviously that's not what happened there. Also, if you're unaware, if you drop your tombstone in the middle as high up as possible on the other side, it pulls a Hog Rider. And not only that, but they can't Earthquake on the tombstone and the tower at the same time, which is a huge benefit for you if you know that type of placement. So I'm excited to show you guys that as the game starts to escalate. But yeah, I never go graveyards in single elixir until I identify the deck. And graveyard costs 5 elixir a night, which is the cheapest tank in this deck, will cost 3. So bare minimum, you're spending 8 elixir. If your opponent spams the other side, you're kind of screwed in most situations, unless you can fumble together a tornado. So graveyarding in single elixir is a ridiculously risky endeavor. Oh, let's go! He goes in for the Little Prince ability, but the Little Prince gets captured by our Princess Tower. Yo, I guess we're just so enamored by that Little Prince that we had to go and have it as our Valentine's. It was a little bit late, but we still made it happen. He's our mate. So we're going to try to go in for Skellies here, and yeah, going for Evo Bomber. We're chilling. We're in a really good spot. I genuinely don't necessarily think he's going to be able to defend this. If we tornado and we just clobber his tower, he's dead. Also, I feel super Australian saying mate. I don't know, guys. I feel like that's also one of the coolest accents in the world. From United States, America, I just think everyone's accent here is so bland. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Let me know down below in the comment section if you feel like I have an accent. We're going to be going in for a Knight here, and we're also going to be using Bomber. We're not going to take any damage from the Hog Rider, and I can just graveyard him again. Wow, I feel like this has been such a chill game as we've been destroying this man. We put him on the burner while his tower is in flames. Okay, one thing is for sure, if I had the Cannoneer, I would get 3 crowned by these Evolved Skeletons, so luckily we don't have that. Oh, you know what? Yo, you're dead. It's gone. It's over. It's over, my guy. Look at the Evo Bomber. That was 500 HP. I had a 2 elixir win condition, and it doesn't even matter. The 2 elixir Evolved Bomber is exactly what the 4 elixir Magic Archer wishes he could grow up to be. The math isn't mathing, but the damage is definitely destructive. And we've blasted up the ranks to 1,400 in the world. We got a game against another dude with a Guardian in the banner, and they got Graveyard in the clan, giving them exactly what they're asking for. And I don't think that our opponent's playing Graveyard with Wall Breakers. Unless, every evolution's OP. Wait, that Wall Breaker was so disgustingly close to my tower that I'm still in disbelief that that worked out for us. Please, tornado. Yes, let's go. Wait, how is the Bomber not getting hit? How is the Bomber? Okay, I was going to say surviving everything, and then it didn't. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I could graveyard right now, but I don't want to spend any extra elixir, but I do at the same time, but I'm not going to. You feel me, my dudes? We're fine here. I can go for a Little Prince in the back and then build up an advantage and then get him to drop cards that he doesn't want to, Evo Bomber him, and get more damage than the graveyard could even hope of. I'm going to go Tombstone here. It's really deceptive, right? Like, opponents think they're playing against the graveyard. They're like, oh, I'm so spooked by the skeletons. But the Evolved Bomber is the real skeleton. Oh my gosh. Don't make me a skeleton, my guy. Chill with that. All right, he's wild. He literally went for an Evo Bomber in a spot that I didn't think he would. Wait, is he just dead? Honestly, he has no elixir. My man is drier than the desert, and I think it's just desserts for us. He's going to go bats and will NATO, and he just loses. It's hilarious knowing your opponent's card cycle and antagonizing them to go for the Evo Bomber, because if they just make a mess up and overcommit into this deck, it has ridiculous punishing potential. Even though our deck is going to be primarily a control deck with Tombstone, Tornado, and Little Prince, if our opponent messes up like that, they're going to lose their towers in split seconds.
A few dominance is asserted later.
So the guy kind of fake gave up and then started playing again, and he still got 3 crowned. Honestly, I feel like he powered up our graveyard with his clan, so lots of love to you, man. The heart in your name is well earned. Hey, we got a game against Adam, and apparently he's addicted to chilling. So as long as he chills on his side of the map and lets us get to double elixir, I don't think he's going to have a good time against graveyard. Wait, free King Tower activation? Well, who am I to say no, bro? Thank you. You have to have Royal Giant right now or you're screwed, or Expo. It's going to be RG or Expo. Either situation, we want to go graveyard before we go baby dragon, which is unconventional for most people. But if the skeletons are tanky for the baby dragon, it's better because the Cannoneer destroys baby dragons and it destroys any one single targeting card that it needs to hit. However, if there's a multitude of cards, its attack speed doesn't yield for the best defenses. Sure, it can overkill a skeleton a lot, but that baby dragon is going to be flying high in the sky, and my man is going to be sitting there like, wait, now I have to go for a Tesla. Now I have to drop extra elixir that I don't want to drop, and that's exactly what happened. So every time that he cycles archers, I'm looking at him like, you want to cycle an electric spirit and then all of your crazy stuff on defense every time? Like, I don't know, man. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's what you want to do. Oh, we can Evo Bomber on that too. Anyway, we're going to go for a Tombstone on the other side. Make sure that we barely spend any elixir here. I can Evo Bomber on that, but it's fine. He's already done a lot of damage on the right, so I can eat some expo shots if they even happen, which they don't.
I can't believe today was a good day.
Oh my gosh. Do we have the perfect answer to expo? Is this the deck that we want to play to beat expo now? I haven't played against expo and enjoyed it in a long time. This might have completely changed the matchup for me. Oh, you know what? We're going to go Bomber and we're going to Graveyard so then he doesn't activate King Tower. He's not going to activate King Tower, right? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. The Bomber just dies.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
In one shot, so he doesn't even get the chance to activate King Tower. For once, you want your cards to die. It's pretty fun to have that happen there. All right, I'm going to go for an Evolved Knight last possible second, see if he goes in for an Expo into that. No, he didn't fall for our trap card. If he did that and the Evolved Knight was sitting there, it would just be grinning in the most maniacal like way. I don't think maniacal is a word, but we're coming out with new stuff out here, guys. Clash Royale's coming up with new evolutions and new updates. We're coming out with new words. We're evolving language. And hopefully it's not going to turn out as overpowered as the new evolutions, but maybe it will. I think we're feeling a little bit broken. Look at that. The tower's at 1, 2, 3, 4. That is something that I adore. Oh, nope. That locked onto my tower. I don't love it. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. Stop. Bro, I haven't taken my McVitamins today, and I'm not feeling healthy. Chill. Calm down with it. All right, we're going to go in for our Little Prince in the back because he just used a fireball. Oh, he is not chilling. He is not addicted to chilling. He is feeling really warm. He's trying to give me the cordialest greeting with his expo. Oh, you know what? Bro, what if we just, what if we just sprinkled in a little bit of all bomber love in here? What if we just gave you a little bit of extra sizzle and drizzle? All right, we're going to go in for a Graveyard, and this will work. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. We're going to poison. Skeletons, just go back. Just go back. No one loves you, skeletons. Stop going towards my tower. Okay, they're dead, right? We're chilling. Oh, he's pre-logging a Tombstone. He's clean with it. He's smart with it. But I don't think it matters. I mean, I'm going to Graveyard again, and we're going to go for the Graveyard before we go Baby Dragon. Oh my gosh, this guy is so aggressive. But I respect it. I respect the hustle, my guy. Now we're going to be hustling and bustling, going in for a poison and probably winning the game. I mean, the archers are extremely obnoxious. You're playing perfect on defense, but we are guaranteeing damage every freaking time. Oh, wait, what if I take the other tower? Is there a will? Is there a way? Is there a strategy to be made? What if I Evo Bomber and I Graveyard simultaneously? What takes the tower first? Who's going to win? I mean, I'm going to win the game, but who wins the game of taking the tower? That's the question. Okay, looks like we win the poison and the NATO, but it was still funny to see that we did that amount of damage to the left-hand side despite not even going for that tower. Legitimately, that was the Evolved Bomber soloing the left-hand side the entire time. Clash Royale, if you're witnessing this chaotic clownery, maybe it's time to nerf the evil Evo Bomber. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.